Hey everybody, Chris the Cop, welcome back. Thanks for watching and definitely thank you for your support. 8,000 follower contest giveaway. I can't believe we're here. I know it's a little late, but I was having some trouble of coming up with a contest. But thanks to Kaylee, she gave me a great idea. I'm going to run with it. And now you have to get into my mind and figure out, well, let's just see what you got to figure out. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So, first of all, I want to give out a shout out to Clone Commander Wolf. He has taken a hiatus from his channel. He's one of the original 100, and what I mean by that is he's one of the original 100 subscribers that came on board when I started this channel, and he's going to be sorely missed. Second shout out is to Kaylee Videos. She gave me the idea for this contest, and I want to shout out to that, and a shout out to all of you for supporting this channel. We got some YouTube memberships coming up very soon. I'm very excited about that. And we are trying to come up with a more streamlined schedule to give you guys and gals the content that you're looking for, and not George and Fox Commander. We're definitely working on that right now to come up with that streaming schedule for you. All right. What is the contest all about? Well, I decided let's back up here. If we were having a conversation and you asked me what are my favorite movies to watch, comedy, science fiction, anime, I would tell you science fiction. Now, if you made me pick the type of science fiction movies, I would tell you post-apocalyptic movies. In other words, the world has gone to crap. And these are movies about that, especially when they're about a dystopia America. I love those movies. Now, part of this contest is I'm not going to only just give you what I feel to be my top 10 post-apocalyptic movies, but these are the movies that I could literally watch over and over again, and I have watched these movies over and over again. So here's the contest. I'm going to give you 10 movies. You have to tell me what the top 3 movies what I would consider the top 3 of the 10. I'm going to give you these movies out right now. I'm going to put a little, whichever side this is going to be on, movie poster just for your edification and give you like a brief synopsis. But don't take anything into how I put them out there. I just wrote them down, so there's no particular order. You have to figure out the order. So what is and I was going to say, well, you have to figure out what my best one is, what my second one is, and what my third one is. Well, I decided, no, just give me my top 3. That'd be too difficult, right? But now you got to get into my mind. What is it that Chris the Cop likes to watch? All right, let's do this. Okay, so in no particular order, Mad Max. The original one with Mel Gibson when he was like super, super young. It's a story of the world has gone to crap, and the last bit of society, which is in Australia, is clinging on to its humanity. And Mel Gibson plays Max, who is a police officer and trying to keep law and order in a world that is just falling apart. First of all, I've watched this movie over and over again, and it is utterly one of my favorites. So there you go. All right, movie number 2. Well, the sequel, The Road Warrior. Gotta get more Mad Max. And now we see the world has totally collapsed. There is no more law and order, and he is really no longer a police officer, but he is still, because he's good at heart, he tries to play the tough guy, but in the end of the day, he is still doing his job of a cop and helping people. And that's one of the main reasons why I like this movie, because in the end, our hero is always a hero. He doesn't need that badge to make him a hero. So, definitely. All right, number 3. Number 3, as my friend would tell me, the original Planet of the Apes starring Charlton Heston. When I was a kid, I can tell you, I watched this not on the big screen, but on TV one night. It was like some late night. I still remember it was like after midnight. I'm eating my sandwich and I'm watching this movie. And it's, the apes have taken over the world. We don't know what world we're on. And Charlton Heston is our astronaut that lands on this planet and he's trying to figure out what's going on. And then he finally, at the end, he turns the bend at the beach and he sees the Statue of Liberty. And you're like, he was on Earth. We blew ourselves up. And the apes took over. It was like, what? When you're a young preteen, this was huge, okay? I did not know that he was on Earth. Of course, now we know. But I can watch this one over and over again. And I just love it when he comes around the corner because it's like the Statue of Liberty heads in the ocean. And he's like, realizes that we killed ourselves. So that's the one. Another Charlton Heston movie for number 4, Soylent Green. The world has gone to crap again. Charlton Heston plays a police detective trying to solve a string of murders, but comes across a conspiracy regarding a food that is being fed to the masses called Soylent Green. And he finds out what Soylent Green is made out of. Now, I am not going to tell you because I would tell you, watch this movie. It may be a little like timely because it was in the 1970s, late 70s, but it's still a really good movie to watch. And I love it at the end because he's like, Soylent Green is... I'm not going to give it away. All right, number 5, modern movie, Dread. Who cannot like not the Sylvester Stallone one, the actual Dredd. That one was just so awesome because once again, Dredd's a cop and he gets closed off in the apartments and he has to fight his way out with his partner. Love it. Love the fact that he never took his helmet off. Ever. I love that. In the Sylvester Stallone movie, of course, he has to take his helmet off and do his when he's fighting, right? Get the typical Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger. They got to do their facial expressions and we have to see who they are. So, not that version, the new version. All right, ultimate zombie movie. The original Dawn of the Dead. Now, though I like Night of the Living Dead, I'm a big Dawn of the Dead fan because it's, once again, cops trying to just survive. And they get stuck in the mall and they're trying to, just live. And eventually just kind of, once again, goes to crap. And the ending is kind of symbolic because I'm a real true believer that George Romero in his movies, because George Romero is responsible for Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, all these dead, all the dead movies and bringing the zombie genre to us, is he was trying to give us some political satire on the way the world was going. And in the end, he shows us that color no longer matters and that we have to work together to survive. And he did that in almost every one of his movies. So that's a really important political statement he was making. And that's another reason why I like it. 28 Days Later brought us a whole different view of the zombies. And they were runners. I like the George Romero one because they're like, right? You can run past them. 28 Days Later, they run after you. And it's like, woo. So you sometimes can't shoot fast enough. And the fact that this takes place in England and it's a whole different view, one of my favorites as well. And then we got to jump right back into England. Shaun of the Dead. You've got red on you. Who cannot love the Simon Pegg version of zombie? It is great. It's comical, but it still has that serious overtone. But I just love it and can watch it over and over again. My daughter Jordan can say every word verbatim on that particular movie. One of my favorites. As a matter of fact, it was one of our favorites when she was growing up. We'd sit there, get some popcorn, hot dogs, and just watch this movie over and over again. So it brings about those memories as well. And let's see here. Oh, then we got I forgot. Oh, something just flew in my eye. Oh my gosh. Okay, maybe it was an eyelash. Zombie flick, Train to Busan. right? What a just awesome. America film could take some lessons from foreign filmmakers because what a phenomenal film. I just love it. The ending was like, right? Especially if you have a daughter or you have children and you're just like the sacrifices we're willing to make for them. I understand that Train to Busan 2 is coming out, which I'm very, very excited about. I don't think that's 10. Let me take a quick look. Be right back. Okay. It wasn't. I left one out. V for Vendetta. The reason why I like V for Vendetta, I know a lot of people don't like it. I like it because it shows a world that is a possibility. I truly believe that we are just a few decisions away from that type of world. I mean, look at COVID-19, ladies and gentlemen. We've allowed ourselves to be locked up in our houses while the government is telling us what is good for us. And they scare in the movie, that's what happened, is that people gave up their rights because they were in fear of the sicknesses and viruses and bacteria that was out. They even announced that the United States had fallen, and that England was like that last Sebastian of humanity. But we see that it's wrong, and people's freedoms are being, are being trumped, or trumped upon, whatever that word is. So their freedoms are gone, and it was all in the guise of keeping them safe. And eventually we see that rebellion that needs to happen for us to go back to being free. And I love that. I just love that message because it reminds us that we were meant to be free. And so that's that movie. All right, what do you got to do, or what are the rules? Well, the rules are simple, ladies and gentlemen. You have to be a subscriber, and you have to put your comment down below, okay? That is it. All you have to do is tell me what you think to be my top 3 of that 10. So put those comments down below. Want to, again, remind you to come on over to Discord. If you don't have a Discord account, set one up and come on over. We have some great conversations and we share a lot of information. Plus, there's a lot of great information on there about upcoming videos. We have a suggestion channel, so come on over. Oh, what are the prizes? Well, here you go. All right, let's get to the loot. Going to be a little theme here. Since it's movies, I decided to do movie toy giveaways. All right, so here we go. Well, though this is not a movie, we got a couple of zombie films that I picked. So you will be getting Soap on a Rope, Walking Dead, ear collection. Kind of gross, kind of morbid, right? But it's soap. But kind of going with our zombie genre. We have a Eleanor from Gone in 60 Seconds car. Kind of cool display if you like Gone in 60 Seconds. I do like the movie. Actually, I like the original better, not the Nicolas Cage one. We have a 1/4 scale replica hoverboard from Gone Back to the Future. That's 3. We have a Batman metal keychain. Can kind of see it there. I'm not going to take it out of the box, but it's from the original movie, his Batplane. Got a cool Lord of the Rings, trying to get it without the light there, poster of the tower along with our tree friends. So they weren't our trees though, remember? They didn't want to be called trees. We have a Dracula statue. Not going to take it out. It's for you to take out. So, got scary movies. If you have a drain that needs to be stopped and filled up, you can use your Jaws drain stopper. Woo! By the way, one of my favorite movies as well, but that's going to be another movie another contest we're going to talk about in the future. And last, we have our Cube Fig Spider-Man retro or black and white version, the highlight. Now, that's 8. 8 prizes, 8,000K. I'm going to tell you something. You're going to want to participate in this contest because there's a secret prize. And that will only be announced the day the winner is chosen. Now, let's just say there's a few of you that just all pick the same movies, okay? We're going to take, and you're right. So say 5 of you are right. Well, we're going to do either a wheel spin or pick your name out of the hat to get the final winner. So only give me one winner this time, okay? So that's going to be how we're going to decide that. I'm thinking about doing like a little live show where we do the wheel spin, because I found out in Steam or OBS you can have a little wheel widget, put people's names in there, and it's going to go woo, 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 right? And then we get a winner. So that's how we're going to do it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there's your 8,000K follower contest. Rules, toys, secret prize. You're definitely going to want to try to get that secret prize. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your support. This is Chris the Cop. Until next time, take care of one another, take care of yourself, and peace.